Hello and welcome to the International School of Traders. My name is Ngubagam Tiane. Today, I'll be covering the Tuesday Market Watch. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much one more time for all your birthday wishes. That really means a lot to me. And yes, today we are back in business. We are back in trading. Today I'll be looking at the markets with you and looking at what we can expect in terms of the markets today. There's a couple of things that I'm expecting today to happen. And yeah, man, I had a wonderful weekend. I had a wonderful birthday. Let's go into our calendar and see what's happening today. So we already know that there's some couple of news that were released earlier today regarding the pound, but that's not our main concern. Our main focus today is actually the existing home sales at 4 o'clock South African time, and then also at 5 o'clock, the Federal Reserve member Dali will be speaking. And then, the important one is actually at 8 o'clock South African time tonight. We are going to be listening to the Federal Reserve Chair, which is Jerome Powell. He will be testifying. He will be, mentioning some of the things in terms of the outlook of the economy and monetary policies in place. That should surely, in most cases, it moves the market. So we really need to look at what Jerome is going to be talking about today. What is he going to say? We need to expect volatility or crazy markets. So that right there will be at 8 o'clock this evening. Okay. So there's a couple of things that I'd really like us to look at. Especially, I'm going to start off with XAUSD. So we know that gold has been plummeting, gold has been falling for the longest of time. This amount or this crazy fall on gold is really, 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 kind of a market mover in such a way that if you want to take a trade, you need to be observant right now, because market fell so hard last week after the important news were released on Wednesday last week, and market fell so hard, and a lot of people lost money and a lot of people made money. Looking at these market, right? Unfortunately, I wasn't trading last week that much. I wasn't trading that much last week. Okay, cool. So what is expected on gold? So I'm expecting gold to really try and make some retracements and move towards the top side before going towards the downside once again. Now, why am I expecting this? Gold it has been showing us that it's now in a downwards form, even though that downwards format or that downwards move is not expected to last long. Why am I saying that? Because overall structure of gold is actually bullish. So let me go to the daily time frame and show you guys. So I'm pretty much bullish on gold because of this bounce right here, this double bottom. It's made this market to really start moving all the way up. So this support zone that we are seeing here is really a key for us to start going all the way up, retracing, try and make a little bit of moves here, and then market rally all the way up from there. Now, understanding what gold is, that can really help. Now, one more thing that you can do, but not really helpful, is this one, that we came back into structure, meaning that this can be one of the, let me insert a shape here. This can be one of the important levels to look at also. So we are inside structure, we are back into the structure, we are trying to we are trying to build back towards the top side once again. We'll see how things go, especially on a weekly time frame. This is what I'm seeing, right? This is the head. Let's do this. So this for me is the head. This is the shoulder. And this is another shoulder that is trying to form here. And then we go all the way up, right? So that is going to be very significant in terms of what we're looking at. This might be a cool head and shoulders. Going to $2,000 is what we're looking at in this particular case. And that $2,000 is right there at the top, right? So that is what I'm busy looking at on gold. That is how I'm looking at the market on gold. Now let us look at what's busy going on here. So CADCHF is one of the amazing trades that I'm going to send now on the group. Why? So CADCHF is in the move, is in a bearish move, right? We've seen how CADCHF has been moving over the couple of days, and now on a 4-hour time frame we have a confirmation of a bearish market. What is a bearish market? A market that has lower lows and lower highs. So a target in this particular case can be, this is our first target, and the second one may be right on these zones where we will see a little bit of confluence in this particular case right here. So I'm promoting a sell. I'm saying we can sell in this particular case. I'm going to give you perimeters. If you are seeing this and you're not on our VIP groups, no, not the VIP groups, obviously, that's what most people say. If you're seeing this and you are not part of the International School of Traders, what zones can you use and what zones can you look at? So this is what can happen. So this is the bearish market, and we've taken a sell. Our stop loss is at 0.74483, and our take profit is at 0.73638. That is what we're expecting on CADCHF, expecting market to rally all the way down in this particular case right here. And according to how things are looking, we can set up a sell stop below this market structure. Now let's look at this market structure on a 15-minute time frame. There's a beautiful support zone that the market is busy holding here. So let's set up a sell stop just below that zone, just in case the market, start breaking that level. That sell stop is going to be at 0.74176. 0.74176. So it's a sell stop, change market, and then go to pending order, and then change pending order to sell stop. Then on a sell stop is going to be 1.74, 176, right? And then our stop loss is going to be just above these zones. Where is our stop loss? So it's going to be above this zone. I believe it should be at 74,405, right? For now. And then our take profit is going to be all the way down at 0.73 885. Okay, 0.73 885. 885. Okay, cool. And then place. I don't know who's wrong here. Let's cancel our take profit. Say sell stop. Oh, it's our stop loss. It's our stop loss that's making it in trouble. Oh, it's our enterprise. Okay. I was wondering why. It's the stop loss, I mean the sell stop is at 0.74176. Why is this guy not giving me that? So I'm going to right click and go to trading and put a sell stop there. And bring it back a little bit. Oh, that's very close. That's very close. That's very close. They don't want me to put a sell stop that is very close. Okay, so by the way, okay, our price is at 0.74132 and our stop loss is at 0.74400, and our take profit in this particular case is going to be 0.73 85, right? Okay, we are in. We are in. I'm expecting markets to start moving towards the downside, right? This stop loss looks like it's a little bit heavier, but it is the pips. Let's see how things go. Euro CAD, I'm taking a buy. I just took a buy on Euro CAD. You know, I'm expecting markets to start moving all the way up in this particular case. Yeah, man. Let's see how things go on Euro CAD. Let's see how things go on EuroCAD. We obviously late. I'm gonna give you guys on the group the perimeters if market does come down. And let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD has been doing absolutely crazy previously, but you know, I believe the monetary policies that will be discussed by Jerome Powell will give a little bit of a weakness to the dollar, unless everything is fine, a little bit of weakness to the dollar, and then see, you know, a retracement to these zones where I am expecting these markets to go to, right? This is where at least I'm expecting this market to go to on Euro USD, and then we start selling, right? I'm going to be looking at selling later on tonight after Jerome Powell speaks. Yeah, and then on other things, I'm not looking anything. I'm not expecting anything amazing on any markets today or this week, except for AUDJPY. AUDJPY has been extremely amazing in terms of how it's been moving. We know that market has just bounced on the lower levels right here. You know, one can argue and say this is this is this is a sorry about that. So this is a, and say this is a market that is sorry guys, I just got disturbed. So the one might argue and say this is a ranging market. Just give me a second. Okay, cool. So one might argue and say this is a what is this? This is a ranging market, which might be true in any sense. Like, you know, it can be a little bit true, but that's on a daily time frame. That's on the daily time frame. What I'm looking at is when the market start building towards the top side, right? Moving towards these zones and, you know, continue towards the downside. I believe there is more sellers in this room. There is more sellers here. There is more sellers here towards the downside. Yes, overall, the market is bullish on the daily time frame and has a little bit of consolidation. That can be one of the things that we might look at, or else when markets, you know, push further towards the downside, then we're gonna go for buys. But this, in this particular case, this is what I'm looking at right here, a selling point which is at 83.905. That is the selling point in this particular case. Then we've got USDJPY that I don't really like. AUDUSD, not really a fan of this one too. I think we need to start looking at buys here on AUD/USD, and USD is not looking good in terms of structure and all of that. But in terms of price, us who withdraw on dollars, this is good. We are coming back again. When you're withdrawing in dollars and it's in 13 point something, you really feel it in like, oh man. Let's see how things go. Now, this is my expectation, right, on the dollar rand, right? If market holds below this MA, this moving average right here, is a 200-day, this is not a 200 weekly moving average. Let me put one more that makes sense. In most cases, it can be 40 weekly moving average. Let's see if it's working here. Okay, 40 weekly moving average is way above. And okay, let's see on a daily. On a daily, expecting a little bit of this is a bearish market for me. I still believe that the rand is going to go down, start breaking lows towards the downside. Going to going all the way down to 13 rand, 12 rand towards the dollar. Let's see how things go. There's nothing much that is supporting my instincts right now. Remember, on the rules of trading, we say support your instincts with price action. So there's nothing much that is supporting what I'm saying right now. Let's see how things go. But I believe 200 weekly moving average is the one that makes sense on USD ZAR right now. 200 weekly moving average makes sense, right? I believe we're gonna stay below this for quite some time, and we're gonna retest this and then go all the way down. That is price action in this particular case. And then USD CAD, nothing much. GBP CAD, nothing much. Euro JPY, nothing much. And yeah, nothing much on most of these other things. So that is what you're busy looking at today. See you guys on the other side of the withdrawals. Remember to schedule your one-on-one if you are part of the International School of Traders, and then we go over the markets together and trade today live. See you on the other side of the withdrawals. Shalom.